All right, so we're here at Dave Asprey's biohacking conference, the biggest and best biohacking conference in the world. We're here to observe and watch and approach biohackers in their natural habitat. So we're going to be approaching them and we're going to be introducing them to Kava. We're going to be giving them some interesting facts about Kava versus alcohol, so it's going to be fun. This is Kava. You tried Kava before? Well, this is actually one of the roots here. You got that.
Is it from the Big Island or no?
Well, no. So this isn't from Hawaii. This is from Vanuatu. So we actually do grow some Kava in the Big Island of Hawaii too.
Is this a drink or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we got a carbonated drink. So that's just a sample of it. We got the carbonated drink down there. We're serving on tap.
Okay.
So we got that stuff, and then we got the oil that we just ran out of. But yeah, so we're just kind of introducing it to people.
The oil is.
Well, the oil you actually take orally too. So it's almost kind of like a CBD oil, but it comes in a tincture, so you can have like 30 doses in there. So it's like a daily supplement. In Polynesia, it's a food like coffee, right?
Yeah.
It makes environments like this like better because you can just like socialize and move through without like being drunk. And I'm not a coffee drinker either, so Kava is like a good alternative to both those things.
I metabolize caffeine really quickly.
Okay, so you can.
But
yeah.
It's still not great to have like 5 cups of coffee a day.
Right, exactly.
I do get a little wired.
Yeah.
And,
What's funny, because if you do drink coffee, you should try putting some of the Kava oil or the new Kava powder that we have coming up in 2 weeks. We're releasing it. It goes great in coffee. It helps to sort of take the edge off of the jitteriness, but it also they amplify each other. So it's super nootropic, but like relaxed and grounded at the same time. So they don't counteract each other. They're really synergistic together. Like people go crazy over that.
True Kava. Oh yeah.
Dave's been an advisor for us since the early days. So we've done a lot of stuff, podcasts and different things. So we're making it out there.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Thank you. So nice to meet
Yeah, great to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man, for sure. You had Kava before?
No, I have not.
So it looks like this. It's like this is actually the root.
Okay.
I got a microphone on the end of
Oh,
it
so
too,
this is Kava, the root. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I've had Kava.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Have you ever had it like in
Never
a
had
drinks?
this. No.
Yeah. This is a traditional preparation of Kava.
Okay.
So like different than extracts like that you get in capsules and stuff where they extract it with alcohol and stuff.
Right.
So this is like the traditional preparation, commercialized just like they do in Polynesia, where they squeeze it. You know,
Right.
it's pressure and water,
Okay.
and you get more of the the full spectrum of the effects whenever you get it in that form. So more the social lubricant effect, more of the sort of uplift and euphoria. Whenever you get it in the capsule form, you extract it with the alcohol. It keeps certain lactones, Kava lactones, and leaves others, and you end up with something that's more like chamomile tea. That's more of like a sedative. But this isn't that at all. This is just relaxing but not sedative.
Okay.
It's great for like social life and events like this.
So is it better for my cocaine addicts or my meth addicts?
It's actually good for both of them, actually. I came out of the medical side of things with Kava, so I worked and developed protocol for functional medicine doctors, drug and alcohol rehabilitation, also neurorehabilitation protocols, and we had Kava into it.
So people with addictive potential of dopamine.
It helps to satiate the lack or low baseline dopamine level without perpetuating the loop by depleting it further. So it's so cool how it works pharmacologically, but what we see is an upregulation in the receptor sites on dopamine, GABA, and serotonin. That's why it gives a reverse tolerance. So like the strongest Kava will ever be is after you take it consecutively for a while versus a regular substance. So it's a great off-ramp from really addictive stuff, right?
So it's not
it's really
a
good.
stimulant, per
Right.
se.
No, it's not. This combination of strains, it activates the mind and gets you focused, but like centered and relaxed.
Okay.
What most people are trying to get like a flow state type of thing.
Gotcha.
But if you're coming off of something, or if you're depleted in general, it's like one of the best substances, like for people coming off of alcohol or have been alcoholics, or that have come off benzodiazepines specifically. Great for benzodiazepine withdrawal.
So where would you find the ones that I'm trying to remove off of my ADHD meds? Where would you find that? Better use in the morning for that?
Yeah.
In replace of their ADHD meds? Or
Yes.
better use in the afternoon to help them?
So glad you brought that up. It's one of my favorite applications that's not really talked about because the extracts with Kava, you lose that dopaminergic effect because it lacks the yangonin, which is the monoamine oxidase B inhibitor that actually elevates the dopamine levels. So you can go to truekava.com and we have a product called Kavaplex Mind. That's a Tongan variety that has more of that. In 3 weeks, we're releasing our instant powders that are going to be even better for that.
Okay.
So we have Tongan strains that actually use a different part of the root that is more on that dopaminergic kick side. That's incredible for that. Like from a natural substance, doesn't impair you at all, is not going to perpetuate addiction, and it actually improves your sleep recovery at the same time. So, and it was like a super smooth ride, like with heavy doses of Kava. I was doing heavy doses because it was a medical context, but for regular people.
To highlight the seizure risk there, so I have a lot of patients that are young adolescents, kids that are on seizure meds.
Yes, yeah.
So we're dealing
It's like sodium,
with,
calcium channel blockers and different things. Yeah,
those kind of things, from Keppra to other.
Yeah.
Is there a
or like Depakote or
contraindication?
Lamictal, stuff like that.
anything
Yeah. So there's more published research on Kava than just about any ethnobotanical in the world outside of cannabis, ginseng, and reishi mushroom, and it hits on every
ginkgo.
single neuro and tissue protective pathway that we know of. And so it's a GABA upregulator, so it's a GABA A receptor natural agonist. But it also is a monoamine oxidase B inhibitor, and it elevates dopamine, like we talked about. Is an NRF2 upregulator, contains bioidentical glutathione, but it's also a COX inhibitor. It lowers inflammation, but it's also a sodium and calcium channel blocker. So it has this amazing natural mood stabilizing effect, but without the addiction. Because if you go on a pharmaceutical isolate like Lamictal or Depakote, and you go off cold turkey off of that, then obviously that sodium calcium channel will ricochet in the opposite direction. It doesn't do that. It modulates that. So clinically, we have like a lot of look to layering in Kava into a recovery protocol where people are trying to stabilize themselves and transition off of certain drugs, or just become more stable in conjunction, of course, with what they're doing with their healthcare provider. But Kava is one of the best tries as far as a natural substance on the mood stabilizing. It's a broad spectrum sort of like neurostabilizer, right? It builds the parasympathetic nervous system, but kind of resets it too. In Polynesia, they don't use scientific language like we are, but they see it as a developer of the mind and of the emotions. So what we did is we used the traditional preparation method that keeps that full spectrum intact, like I talked about, and then we developed the equipment and the method to commercialize and scale that, and then filter out the tannins and the root fibers that don't cause the active compounds or don't cause the activity, that kind of make it mucky and thick, and which is one reason why a lot of people don't like traditional Kava, is because it's like thick mud. So we wanted to keep the medicine in there while not making an extract and make it into like a refined carbonated beverage. So we're creating a category just like coffee, tea, yerba mate. You'll be able to get Kava as a safe social lubricant and functional beverage like to use any time of the day. So we think it'll make an excellent like cultural impact, and that's kind of why I got into it to begin with. Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly. Cool, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Looks like we got a bunch of Kava lovers and Kava fanatics actually at this point. We just clean out.
People are wild here.
The kegs are running out. They've been flowing, and everybody is flowing with Kava. That's why the energy is so great in here. So I wanted to get a medical professional so we get more into the weeds on some of the science stuff and the exciting medical applications. So anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to support the Kava movement or the True Kava movement, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you guys.